Jai Shri Mataji. Muy buenas noches, queridos hermanos y hermanas de América Latina y de otros colectivos alrededor del mundo que se han unido a esta meditación. Muchas gracias por unirse en esta ocasión. que estamos realizando esta meditación en preparación para la auspiciosa celebración del Shri Krishna Puja 2022. Con nuestros corazones abiertos y con absoluta humildad, nos inclinamos a los sagrados pies de loto de nuestra amada Madre Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi y le agradecemos por todas sus bendiciones y por otorgarnos todos los poderes que necesitamos para poder alcanzar la unidad entre nosotros, pero también la capacidad de formar un gran ser colectivo. Shri Mataji, por favor, permítenos ser instrumentos limpios y dignos de tu juego divino para que podamos compartir tus bendiciones con las personas que nos rodean y con el resto del mundo. Good evening, dear sisters and brothers from Latin America and other collectives around the world. Thank you for joining this meditation in preparation for the auspicious celebration of the Shri Krishna Puja 2022. With our open hearts and with absolute humbleness, we bow to the holy lotus feet of our beloved Mother, Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, and we thank her for all her blessings and for giving us all the powers we need to fulfill the unity between us and the ability to be one collective being. Shri Mataji, please let us be clean and dignified instruments of your divine play so we can share your blessings with the people around us and the rest of the world. Muy bien, por favor, hermanitos, hermanitas, vamos a mantener nuestra atención en Sahasrara y vamos a elevar colectivamente nuestra energía Kundalini y a ponernos nuestro bandhan de protección. Now, please, sisters and brothers, we bow down for Namaskar at Sri Mataji's lotus feet. And let's raise our Kundalini collectively and take the bandhan for protection.
Poema dedicado a Parampuja Simataji Nirmala Devi, en su forma del Señor Shri Krishna. Audaces guerreros y fantásticos reyes brillan y se desvanecen en los campos de batalla, de donde desciende al campo de batalla el poderoso Krishna. Él clasifica el bien y el mal, trae la victoria a los justos y vence al mal. Alabado sea Él. Salutaciones, Señor Krishna.
Poem dedicated to Shri Mataji in her Shri Krishna's form. Daring warriors and terrific kings flash and fade on battlefields. One descends on the battlefields the mighty Krishna. He sorts good and evil, brings victory to the righteous and vanquishes evil. Praise be to him. Salutations, Lord Krishna.
Donde desciende el primordial y vence al mal. Ella nutre las raíces de la vida, transforma los desolados desiertos de la mente en jardines, cantores de la gloria del Todopoderoso. Alabada sea ella. Saludos, oh Madre del Universo.
Where descends the primordial and vanquishes evil. She nurtures the roots of life, transforms desolate mind deserts into singing gardens of Almighty's glory. Praise be to her. Salutations, O Mother of the Universe.
En compasión, ella soporta todos los dolores humanos de forma exuberante. Ella restaura todo el cuidado de la naturaleza. Su mano poderosa protege la inocencia y los brotes tiernos. Pacientemente, ella guía suavemente el ascenso del buscador en el campo de batalla del mito y la realidad.
In compassion, she bears all human pains, exuberantly restores all nature's care. Her mighty hands protects innocence and tender shoots. Patiently, she gently guides the seeker's ascendance in the battlefields of myth and reality.
Su naturaleza da y no recibe. A ella no se le puede ofrecer nada. Aquí, un humilde mortal se inclina ante tu resplandeciente gloria. En agradecimiento desde lo más profundo de su ser y antes del grito de batalla, ora por tu compasión hacia todos los seres.
Her nature gives and not receives. To her nothing can be offered. A humble mortal bows before thy resplendent glory. In gratitude from the deepest core of his being. Before the battle cry, pray for thy compassion to all beings.
Shri Mataji, en tu forma de Shri Ganesha, por favor, danos sabiduría y discernimiento.
Shri Mataji, please, in your form of Shri Ganesha, give us wisdom and discrimination.
Shri Ganesha Mantra.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha.
Con la atención en lo más profundo de nuestro ser, decimos, decimos el mantra de Shri Mahalakshmi Ganesha.
Now, please, let's take our attention to our inner being and say Shri Mahalakshmi Ganesha mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha.
Shri Mataji, te pedimos por favor, nos des la sabiduría para ver nuestros propios errores.
Shri Mataji, we humbly ask you a subtle wisdom so we can see our own mistakes.
Y danos el sentido del discernimiento para corregir sin sentirnos culpables.
Mother, please establish within us the sense of discrimination in our awareness so we can face all the mistakes and correct them without feeling guilty.
Shri Mataji, por favor, te pedimos nos otorgues la gracia divina de ser testigos del juego de la vida.
Shri Mataji, please give us the divine grace to be detached witnesses of the play of the divine.
Sin involucrarnos en nuestros problemas ni en los problemas que se presentan en la vida.
Without being involved in our own problems or the problems we face in life.
Oh Madre Divina, tú eres en verdad Shri Radha Krishna. Saludos a ti.
Oh Divine Mother, you are verily Shri Radha Krishna. Salutations to you.
Vamos a decir los 16 nombres sagrados de Shri Radha Krishna. Nombre corto. El poder supremo del Dios azul oscuro. Shri Radha Krishna.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Radha Krishna Namo Namaha.
Shri Radha y Shri Krishna como el rey Vitala y la reina Rukmini, manifestando el poder del Vishuddhi derecho. Shri Vitala Rukmini.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vithala Rukmini Namo Namaha.
El Supremo Señor que conoce el habla pura. Shri Govinda Pati.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Govinda Pati Namo Namaha.
El protector del mundo. Shri Gopta.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gopta Namo Namaha.
El pastor jefe. Shri Govinda.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Govinda Namo Namaha.
El Señor de las vacas, Shri Gopati.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gopati Namo Namaha.
El Señor de América, Shri Amereswara.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Amerikeshwara Namo Namaha.
El hijo adoptivo de Shri Yasoda, Shri Yasoda Nandana.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Jashoda Nandana Namo Namaha.
El hermano de Shri Vishnumaya, Shri Vishnumaya Parata.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnu Maya Brata Namo Namaha.
El portador de la flauta, que resuena con dulces melodías, Shri Vainavini Vana Vasana.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vainavin Vama Samnada Namo Namaha.
El poder supremo del ser cósmico absoluto, Shri Viratangana Virata.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Viratangana Virata Namo Namaha.
Shri Krishna como un niño, Shri Bala Krishna.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Bala Krishna Namo Namaha.
Aquel cuya cabeza está adornada con una pluma de pavo real, Shri Shikhandi.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shikhandi Namo Namaha.
El destructor de Narakasura, Shri Narakantaka.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Narakantaka Namo Namaha.
El que lo abarca todo, Shri Mahanidhi.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahanidhi Namo Namaha.
El gran lago de dicha divina, Shri Maharada.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Maharada Namo Namaha. Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
Nos postramos a tus sagrados pies de loto, Madre Divina.
We bow at your holy lotus feet, Divine Mother,
Rindiéndonos con todo nuestro ser.
we humbly surrender ourselves to you,
Y te agradecemos por tu amor y compasión que nos otorgas,
and we thank you for your love and compassion,
llevándonos al reino de Dios.
and thank you, Mother, for taking us to the kingdom of God.
Shri Mataji, por favor, te pedimos, ven a nuestro Sahasrara
Shri Mataji, please come to our Sahasrara
y establece en nosotros la conciencia sin pensamientos.
and please establish within us the thoughtless awareness.
Shri Nirvichara mantra.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirvichara Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha.
Toda nuestra atención en nuestro Sahasrara.
Now please take all our attention into Sahasrara.
Y disfrutamos del gozo supremo escuchando estas melodías.
We surrender to the supreme joy granted by us by our Divine Mother. Now please stay in thoughtless awareness, in meditation, listening this music.
And when he was driving the chariot, I told you that today I am going to tell you about Gita. That is the second part of Krishna's life. So different and varied that some people, intellectuals as usual, say that the Krishna who played as a child in Gokul was different from the Krishna who was the king of Dwarika. So when he became the king of Dwarika, there was a war between Pandava and Kauravas, one representing the good people, another representing the bad people. So they came to ask him if he would join on their side. So he said, I've got my army and I'm myself. So whichever you choose, you can have. So Kauravas said, we'll have your army. But Pandavas said, we'll have you. And that is how the war started. And in the war, his greatest disciple was one of the Pandavas called Arjuna. Asked him to fight for him. He said, I will not take any weapon in my hand, but I will be your charioteer and drive your chariot. And when he was driving the chariot, it so happened that Krishna saw Arjuna's depression. And Arjuna said, what is this war? Why should I fight? I am fighting my own gurus, those who have taught me all the vidyas of the battleship, battle, and also the vidya of archery. And I am fighting my own cousins. So Shri Krishna said that they are already killed. They don't exist. They are already dead people because they are not realized souls. I have already killed them. So you have to just play this drama of killing them. In the modern times, there is a war going on between the evil force and the good. You don't have to kill them. Even if you give them bandhan, they are already dead. They are not realized souls. They'll be all neutralized. But you have to kill them in the sense you have to kill your connections with them. Like I see many people who come to Sahaja Yoga, but my mother is not yet a Sahaja Yogini, so she troubles me. How can I do Sahaja Yoga? For anything else, they'll fight the mother, but not for this. Kill your attachments and your relations. That's what he said. If in case they are troubling you in your ascent. This is the message of Gita to begin with. But on the contrary, I have seen there are people in Sahaja Yoga who once get married, want to get out of Sahaja Yoga, take out their husbands or take out their wives or want to live away and want to be non-collective. So you have to kill. There are Shadripus, there are 6 enemies human beings have. But in the modern times, they are multiplied, I think. The first one is the lust. Kill your lust. The lust that is today finishing the West more than the greed. So first is kill your lust. Then kill your anger. There are certain people who have a built-in response that as soon as they see somebody, they get into anger. If a white man sees a black man, he gets into an anger. A black man sees a white man, he gets into anger. That's right. I mean, God has made all kinds of skins. The life would be boring if you all had the same parts, skins, all of you looking the same. So he has made different types of beautiful people. But this anger can come from any source. This is what it is when you kill anger. Actually, you kill all your connections with the past, the responses, the conditionings you have had. Then the vanity that people have. I find it much more when I go to places where people call themselves bureaucrats or they are in charge, like matrons, telling people what to do this, do that, do that. This is the Krishna's finger. Using Krishna's finger on others. The vanity. The vanity that you are perfect. You are perfect. Nothing wrong with you. You are the best people. English think they are the best. Germans think they are the best. Italians think they are the best. Or say, the best of all are the Swiss people. This vanity, this false, has to be cut out. What have we achieved by being a certain nation? Let us see. What have we contributed? Belonging to a certain country. Those who only belong to the kingdom of God have achieved something. The rest of them are useless people, just finding some way to fight each other, to denounce others. And vanity is just like a balloon. If somebody just puts a pin into it, the whole thing balloon will collapse. Then the worst of all is jealousy. And also in the West, people are quite jealous, I must say. They are jealous of things which is most surprising. One day, I was going in the car, and one gentleman was very furious for nothing. So the another one tells me, they are jealous because you are sitting in a Mercedes car. I said, but that's not mine, that's my husband's. What is there to be jealous because I'm sitting in a Mercedes car? I mean, this is being a very stupid, nonsensical thing. But still, I can't believe you can be jealous of somebody because he has a Mercedes car. What does it matter? Then the fifth thing that he asked us to kill is the attachment. Very important. This is my child, this is Indian also, more Indian. This is my cousin, this is my brother, this is my fiancé, this is my wife. Also in the West, the other way around is that they do not care for their children. They do not care for their mothers, they do not care for their fathers, they do not care for anyone whatsoever, but for themselves. That comes from the last one, is called as the greed. Because when you have greed, you don't care for anybody, you just want to have everything from another person. You want to grab another person of everything. Whatever another person has, you want to have it. But when you don't want to have it, everybody wants to give you it. That's my case. I'm very afraid to say even that this is nice, because immediately tomorrow I'll find it in my house. So this greed is the one which has done such a harm to the whole world. People have gone into great dominations and on other countries. For what? For these diamonds and nonsensical things like that. They have ruined their own lives, their progenies after progenies they have ruined. All their cunning they have used to ruin so many nations just to put them one against another, creating problems, doing all kinds of intrigue. Just for what? For greed, which is absolutely like cancer. Doesn't allow anybody else to exist. And then you start eating yourself up. He has said, kill all of them. These are your 6 enemies. Now the contradiction, again, people use. about Shri Krishna in so many other ways that it is surprising that not only Christ, not only Muhammad Sahib, not only Lao Tse, not only Sri Rama, but even Krishna was misused by his followers. He is the one who is Tatastha. The one, Tatastha means who stands on the banks of the attention and sees it. Who watches everything. He is the one who is the witness. He described Sakshi Rupena Sansita. He becomes a Sakshi, a witness. That's what he has said. It's a play. It's a play. But in the name of Krishna, you find all kinds of absurd things people do. They make dramas, they become Krishnas, they have fruits, they make people befool them, make money out of it, or they sell books on the street. So the contradiction of Krishna's life is such a miserable thing. It's such a absurd thing that it hurts me to see how such a great incarnation was misused in this world by humans. If there was anything lacking in that incarnation was this, that he did not give realization to people. He did talk about it. He said about it, talked of meditation. He did all that was needed to put the stage. But what is the result? All his incarnation was misused. Throughout Gita, if you read, you'll be amazed how people have changed Gita and its writings also. Same in the Bible and same in the Quran. Things that they could never have said it. How could they have said it? It's a surprise. Impossible. Because they cannot contradict themselves. This is how they interpreted Gita in various ways, in such contradictory manners. His whole writings or sayings could not be changed, of course, they could not change it. But wherever they wanted to put their own style, they did it. Same thing with Bible. It went into the hands of horrid people. Mr. John said something which was sensible, all right. But what about the other fellow, Paul? He comes in and spoils everything. Then comes Augustine. He spoils everything. Why? Because they're devils. There is an evil force. This theory that there is no evil force is a wrong theory. It doesn't exist. There is an evil force. And don't play into the hands of evil force even this much. And that was clearly told by Shri Krishna. But even there, the contradictions can come in. Like, if you are a Krishna Bhakta, then if you just start running on the street, Krishna, 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 like that, then you are a celebrity. Or like a madcap, go on, Krishna, 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 like that. Or else, going worse than that is, some people say we are Krishnas, like this horrible Rajneesh did. And he said he used to make the women naked, so I'm making the women naked. I started wondering, when did Krishna make women naked? When he was a little boy, less than 5 years of age, he used to climb up on the trees. And the ladies used to take their bath in the river Yamuna. So he used to hide their clothes just to raise their kundalini and see how it works. At the age of 5 years, what does a child understand? This horrible fellow, was he 5 years of age when he was doing this nonsense? Using Shri Krishna's name like this. And when he used to break the pictures of these gopis, what was he doing? He was doing Kundalini awakening. Because the gopis were taking out the water from the river Jamuna, which was vibrated by Radha, and he used to break them on the back so that the water would fall on their Kundalini and they would get their realization in this lifetime. That's what his purification. But first thing they will do is to separate Shri Krishna as a child and Shri Krishna as the one who talks to Arjuna. Very nice. So there is no relevance. And use him the way you want. It's a very common thing that people start talking about Shri Krishna as if he's in their pocket, or they are the writers of Gita. Like we have in the churches, those bishops and things who drink a lot and then they take out their Bible and start reading upside down. So we come to a position to understand that all those people who talk of these great incarnations and profess a religion are all hypocrites. There's no religion there. Simple people who believe these hypocrites because they're so simple, so innocent, these cunning, greedy devils who started these religions, exploited these simple people, used them for making temples, churches, mosques. They have no religion within them. How can they talk of God? Their life is so impure. So we had to start our own innate religion, our own spontaneous, natural religion, which is the human religion, which is the Vishwa Nirmaladhara. One that will give you the inner assent, not just talk, no hypocrisy. And all that which goes with religion to malign the names of these great incarnations has to be brought to the light for the people to see this nonsense that has been eating into our societies, eating into our families, eating into our children has to go away. Yada yada hi dharmasya. Whenever the religion, dharma doesn't mean this nonsensical religion, falls down, that time, paritranaya sadhuna, to save the sadhus, the seekers. Paritranaya sadhunam, vinashaya cha dushkritam. And to destroy all these devils, I take my birth again and again. Sambhavami again. Yuga. Every yuga I take my birth. And this is what is an incarnation. You must be very fortunate people that now you can see the cunning of all these devils and can exist into that purity, into that benevolence, the hita, which was promised by Shri Krishna. He never told lies. What he told was the truth. He was truth. But those who tried to use him had to take course to something which was falsehood, hypocrisy, and cunning. But that in no way should stop the truthful people from getting to reality. May God bless you.
Muy bien. Podemos ahora, por favor, mantener nuestra atención en Sahasrara Chakra. Y cantamos los tres grandes mantras del Sahasrara.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Ahora, colectivamente, por favor, vamos a elevar nuestra energía Kundalini y a ponernos nuestro bandhan de protección. Now, please, brothers and sisters, let's raise our Kundalini and take the bandhan. Muchas gracias, hermanas, hermanos, por estar con nosotros durante esta meditación. Agradecemos a Shri Mataji. Muchas gracias, Madre, por darnos estas hermosas vibraciones y por fortalecer la paz y el sentido de colectividad en nuestra atención. Shri Mataji, thank you very much for being with us during this meditation, and thank you for giving us these beautiful vibrations and for strengthening the peace and the sense of collectivity in our attention. Muchas gracias a todas y todos por unirse esta noche en esta sesión y por acompañarnos a lo largo de todas estas hermosas y profundas meditaciones que hemos realizado a lo largo de la semana. Thank you very much, sisters and brothers, for joining this meditation tonight and all the meditations we had during this week in preparation for Shri Krishna Puja. Muchas gracias también al colectivo de Bolivia y de México por compartir esta hermosa meditación. De todo corazón, les deseamos a todas y todos ustedes un muy feliz y auspicioso Shri Krishna Puja. Thanks to the collective from Bolivia and Mexico for sharing this beautiful meditation. We wish you, all of you, a happy and auspicious Shri Krishna Puja. Jai Shri Mataji. Buenas noches, hermanitas, hermanitos.
कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गाया करो कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद
जी बोलो
माता जी माता जी माता जी बोलो
माता जी बोलो 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 माता जी बोलो
माता जी माता जी 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 माता जी बोलो
निर्मल तुम बोलो सज निर्मल तुम बोलो
निर्मल तुम बोलो सही निर्मल तुम बोलो
निर्मल तुम बोलो सज निर्मल तुम बोलो
निर्मल तुम बोलो सही निर्मल तुम बोलो
माता जी माता जी माता जी बोलो
माता जी माता जी माता जी बोलो माता जी माता जी माता जी बोलो
बोलो श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी की
जय।